Morning everyone. Hello, how are you doing? It's Amanda. This is particularly a little video for my American followers and friends because I've woken up today to a lot of messages from people linked into the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and I thought I would just tell you what I am picking up already. It's far too early to channel her, obviously that would be very disrespectful, so I wouldn't dream of doing that, but I can tell you I know I will be able to. It's very interesting. I just already know that I'm going to be able to, so that will be in the days and months to come. But for now I've just lit 3 candles actually for her, or 3 wicks on this one candle, and I'm going to say rest in peace to her. Also, you need to recognise maybe that myself as a British person, I had heard of her, but only within the last year or so maybe. In the same way, I don't know, I'd just become aware of her. But there's probably a lot of people in Britain who maybe don't know of her. But I obviously understand that she was an icon in America, USA, and deservedly so from what I'm reading. Very loved, and there's a lot of people very sad this morning. So this is what I have to say so far. More than anything, I'm actually pulling together a lot of the signs and symbolism around her death in terms of the timing of it, and because some people are sort of saying, well, why did it have to happen now? We're just sort of, 40 odd days away from the election. The country is already feeling very unstable and uncertain, and now we have this iconic figure who to many people symbolized hope and, let's just leave it at that, hope. Funny, I've just split a deck because I might pull some cards, and I split it at the Hierophant. So many people also saw her as a role model. The Hierophant is the teacher. They're the teacher. They come in to show the world something. They come in to teach the world something. And of course, also holding a balance of power there as well, being on the Supreme Court as she was. But yeah, so let's pull the signs together. So she died on the 18th of September, which I understand is Jewish New Year. And I've just had a very brief look on Google to confirm that, and apparently yes, the 18th of September is Jewish New Year. So she died on that, which to me is very significant, and actually I'm feeling somebody tickling my hair now. There is no such thing as an untimely death. The soul always knows when it is meant to move on and depart. So that was her destined date to go, and it obviously, I mean, I'm not Jewish, but I would imagine, of course, it holds great emotional power and significance for any Jewish person, and as such it is a portal. It's another portal, in the same way that if you're a Christian, Christmas Day is of huge significance. A lot of light comes in on that date, and you see, that's the important thing to remember, that even though she's departed, a lot of light is going to come in on the back of this. Okay, that's what I'm really strongly feeling. Now, again, I'm just going on Google here, so don't shout me down if I'm wrong. Interesting, I just said shout me down, because apparently it's also called Yom Terror, which is known as the day of shouting or blasting. There is a sort of nod to the fact that she went out with a blast. The act of her passing so close to this election is going to cause some ripples, big ripples. And my gut instinct is I feel that she will unite a lot of people who were maybe teetering in terms of, I don't know whether I'm going to vote, I don't know whether I can be bothered. I think that you'll see an increase in the number of people that actually go out to vote, almost because they've been inspired by her to find their voice. So that's the first thing to say. I also feel strongly that she feels as though she can do more on the other side. The reality is, suffering from pancreatic cancer as she was, obviously her body was getting weaker and weaker, and I strongly feel in her energy that she's not somebody that would have ever wanted to have started to make mistakes, for her mental acumen to have become diminished in the public eye. She wanted to go out with a bit of a bang, and this is what she's done, going out on that day, Jewish New Year, so close to a very important election, at a time when USA is very divided. And I feel as though whatever the outcome of the election, if it can be shown in hindsight, when everything is totted up and counted, that actually a very large percentage came out and declared what they wanted, that can only be a good thing in a democracy. But yeah, I feel that she thinks that she can do more now on the other side. A colossus is what I'm hearing. It's like a colossus type energy. So it's a weird thing to say, but I'm almost wanting to say, so she isn't going anywhere. I feel as though her soul, of course, will need nourishment and whatever it is that she needs. You know, whatever her faith decrees is waiting for her, and what she wishes to be waiting for her will be there. But I do strongly feel as well that the energy of who she was hangs around and still has influence in the days and months to come. I don't know what the Jewish faith's views are, for example, on something such as channeling. I suspect it probably is a bit like the Christian faith's views, which is that, you know, it's not something that is even possible and maybe even right. But, you know, I have always been led, those of you that follow me know that I believe that we can channel souls after death, and they still very strongly can be wearing the cloak of the faith that they had in their life and that was very dear to them. But as a soul, we are multi-dimensional, and we've been many different things, and this lady will have been many different things in many past lives. She will have worn different cloaks of different faiths, and I find her energy, it feels very, very accessible, very present. And it's not just because she's only just died, it's just, I just keep hearing I'm not going anywhere. So and I think what is meant by that is that there's going to be a voice that continues. Okay, not just through something like channeling, but through the actions of other people that pick up the torch. Okay, other people that pick up the torch, other people that carry on the work, other people that have been inspired by her life, men and women. But there's something coming through as well about the voice of women. And again, the female vote is going to be significant when everything is totted up in the new year, and you can look back and statistically see where the votes came from. The female vote is going to be very significant. And I'm hearing there is a Ruth effect. Okay, there's a Ruth effect. So you might have to come back and watch this in a few months' time, but that's what I'm hearing. I will just say, I'm going to pull a couple of cards, but I will just say something about the date that she died as well. Not just was it Jewish New Year, but it numerologically adds up to 22. She died on the 18th of September 2020. 1 and 8 make 9. So 9 in the 9th month, so a double 9, which is to do with completion of cycles and the start of a new one. Doesn't strike me as a soul that's going to be sitting down doing nothing for too long. Her new cycle is going to be, well, I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. I'm just seeing bigger and bigger cycles. You know, when they talk about ever decreasing circles, well, this is the opposite. This is ever increasing circles of influence. It's a voice that's going to echo down through the years. Very, very much so. But yeah, so the 18th to the 9th, 2020, if you add all of those digits up, you actually get to 22. So she also died on a master number day. Now, 22 as an energy is linked into the master builder. It's where you've been able to see, you've seen revelations, there's enlightenment that's come in, but then you've been able to put that into action. It's not just a lofty ideal. It's actually where you've gone out and you've, you know, you've created something. Whether you liked her, whether you didn't like her, nobody can look on her life and say that she didn't achieve and didn't build an extraordinary legacy. And that is all to do with this. And she went out on it as well. So going out on a master number day 22 to me is her soul felt as though she had completed what she was meant to complete in this lifetime. And I have read things along the lines of people were saying that she was really trying to hang on post the election. I think she's quoted as saying she wanted to live long enough to see the next president or a new president. But yet her soul knew that the job was done. Her job was done. So again, you can mourn her death and you can be sad for her death, but you can't view it as something that is a mistake, because she lived the life she was meant to live. She built what she was meant to make, and she went out on a high, definitely with the knowledge that she can do more from the other side of the veil. Okay. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards and just see for any other message it wants to come through. Sorry, some of these are upside down. Was it just that one that's upside down? No, hold on, let me just get them in order. And I'm just going to pull, I'm not even going to ask a question, I'm just going to see what message wants to come through. That's just shot out of the deck. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Queen of Coins. Look at that. There she is, Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins is the Queen of Pentacles in the deck. This is a grounded woman, okay? A grounded woman who was successful in her life, who planted good seeds. That's what I'm hearing, who planted very good seeds. These seeds are not going to wither and die. These seeds will flourish in years to come, days to come, months to come. So there she is, the Queen of Coins. Picking up springtime, being shown springtime linked into renewal. I'm just being shown renewal coming in for the country. It's springtime. I guess that's post the election, isn't it? The Six of Wands, victory. Yeah, Six of Wands, victory. She was victorious. She did what she came to do. She was the queen who came to do what she was meant to do in this world. And I keep hearing she went out on a high. She went out on her terms, actually. you see, the thing is, we're multidimensional, and so at one level the human body can be like, but I want to stay, I want to do whatever, but the soul is like, no, you're great, you've done great, girl. You know. So 6 of Wands, victorious. Oh, crikey. Okay. Message, any other message? I'm just going to say any other message for today. Ruth's passing. The, now what is that? That's the Ace of Swords. And on the bottom, we've got the 3 of Swords. You see, the 3 of Swords to me, that is the death. That's just, the body gave out. The body gave out. Okay. She was tired. She was unwell. The body gave out. All of our bodies eventually give out. Okay. But yet, the sword, she still has the sword in her hand as her body gave out. The sword is being given to somebody else. The sword is being given to somebody else. And it's being watched over. This sword is the sword of truth, you see. This sword is being watched over by, well, it's supposed to be an eagle, I think. It's being watched over by spirit anyway. That is being guarded very tightly by spirit so that the right person picks up the sword. I guess this links into the appointment of the, on the Supreme Court. Too early to speculate on that, but I'm just seeing spirit watching over the appointment of that. Can't help but notice the sword is covered in blue. The sword's covered in blue, which would be a democratic energy. I mean, that's what she wants to pass it on to. Okay, she wants to pass it on to somebody more of her ideological mindset than others in the country may wish to appoint. Yeah, you see, because even under here there's blue. Let's have one final one, impact of her death. King of Wands. King of Wands to me would be Trump, because he is the ruler at the moment. He's the one who's got the seat of power. Let's pull a card to go with that one. You see, on the bottom of the pack, we've got the Hermit. So I think there's a message coming through here in terms of needing to be, this person needing a period of introspection to think about the next steps, to think wisely about the next steps, to go within, to not charge ahead. Yeah, because you see, then we've got this card, the World. This is the completion of a cycle. But this, to me, this is all linked into this Supreme Court ruling. That figure there, to me, almost looks as though it's holding, it's actually, I don't know what it's holding, but it just feels like it's almost like the Statue of Liberty type energy there. Okay. So I feel as though this is linked into a period of introspection and an end of a cycle, end of the fighting, basically. There's a desire here for an end to the fighting and for some soul searching to start to come in around this person, but really around the whole country, for an end to this cycle, for the new to come in. That's how I'm reading it. We have got the Queen of Cups as well on the bottom of the deck. So this is a female energy that is in the background wanting to come in. Now, whether that's linked into presidency, whether that's linked into Supreme Court nomination, I don't know. I'm just observing the energies. We've got different energies at play here. We've got Ruth, who's coming through as, or she's depicting herself here as the Queen of Pentacles. Trump's coming through as the King of Wands. But we have also got another watery female energy here, the Queen of Cups. They're the three players that we've got here that are being shown today. But I'm really drawn to this card, the Hermit card. This is almost like old Father Time. It feels almost like a depiction of Saturn energy, the planet Saturn, which is the master teacher. That there's a time coming up for USA for it to look at itself and to go within. And I feel as though this lady's death helps prompt that and escalate that. So that's as far as I'd like to go today on it. Okay. I'd like to just send my love out to anybody that is feeling sad today. Obviously support each other in the comments below. And rest in peace to a great lady. Okay, Saturday morning here. I'm now going to go off and start my day. Sun is shining. I did also see a leaf just float by the window when I was pulling the cards, and to me that is linked into letting go. So there's also a thing about letting go of the old to allow the new in. Rest in peace to Ruth. Much love to everybody else. Bye-bye for now. Noting it's 22 minutes worth, this video as well. Let's end it on 22 minutes, which is now. Okay, bye for now.